Good morning, my dear friend. This is Dr.Turi, and today I'm here to give you some warnings about spring breaks. If you have any kids and they're aiming for Mexico, you better read my newsletter. So I put the link just below the video today. It is important to realize that your children, or if you go there, particularly your kids, obviously, they are very innocent. They are very vulnerable to the stars, to the reptilius who manipulate those stars. And all I can do today is to warn you again, be cautious. I heard stories from people coming back from Mexico that scare the hell out of you. All those kids want is to have fun. And I understand because I was, and you were, if you're a concerned parent, like them. They don't listen. They want to party. They want to drink. They want to do all sorts of things that are forbidden. And this is exactly what the reptilius wants to achieve. Let them get completely Neptunian, being totally under the jurisdiction of this poisoning planet, which is ruling the sign of Pisces. So if your child has a strong water sign in his chart, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and then you could be any sign of the zodiac, yet you still have a Neptune location. And depending on the aspects of the planet Neptune to other planets, chances are you will be born a Neptunian, and there's not much you can do unless you build your cosmic consciousness. Being a Neptunian means you'll go for drugs. You will own a very strong addictive personality. You will not be able to say no to legal or illegal drugs. You could turn out to be a religious fanatic. You could easily be deceived by the reptilius. You could eventually, in certain time, certain conditions, you could see the manifestation, the psychical manifestation of the reptilius. You could see all sorts of things that only you see, like it happened with David Icke when he was writing his book about the reptilian in a remote island in Isle of Wight in the UK. So I understand why he's so concerned and so dedicated to talk about the reptilian, because he saw those entities, because the conditions were perfect, as mentioned in previous radio shows and in previous shows. When he went to the Isle of Wight, the tail of the dragon was in his subconscious, and Neptune rules the subconscious. Even though that I warn him, David, be careful, you won't be able to differentiate reality from fiction, and you are going to see things. I would strongly recommend you to wait for better auspices, but he did not. Anyway, my main focus today is for your child, okay? Many of you, again, are visual. Many of you are audible. So if you're audible, you're going to assimilate my information much better if you read. So please read my newsletter. Okay, click on the provided links. Let your kids, or talk to your kids about it, because I do not know. Various colleges have various dates to when those kids are going to go off, when they're going to shut the door for a few weeks. So it is important for you to know when those cosmic winds will be directly aiming for your kids. And you don't want them to, end up in jail, at a hospital, or worse, being killed. And sudden enough, anything and everything can happen in Mexico, especially if you are DUI. Those kids are going to go swimming in the ocean. There is all sorts of currents, very dangerous current out there. I've been there a few times too. They're going to jump in boat. Whomever is going to be driving the boat could be under the influence as well, putting your children at risks, because the kid who is driving is irresponsible. I mean, in Phoenix here, when I go to the lakes, I see things that are totally out of order. And sudden enough, every year people get killed in those lakes here in Arizona because, again, the reptilians take over their psyche. They drink too much. They do not know what they're doing, and they end up paying the ultimate price. And I just do not want this to happen to your kids. Now, let me give you an example. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing that radio show and that meeting on my YouTube channel. So join and we can keep the conversation going if you have any question. There is a plutonic window coming up in the next 2 or 3 days. So anything about drama, death, the police, terrorism, secrets, Russia, name it, everything that makes the news are going to be intensified within the next 2 or 3 days. And that means also a lot of people are not going to survive this window. What I strongly recommend you, if you cannot afford your 2019 PDD, which is your personal dragon dates, which are also combined with the UDD, which is the universal dragon dates. If you cannot invest in your personal cosmic biorhythm to see if those winds are going to be against you or for you, that money goes both ways. At least, you know, join the cosmic code. In the cosmic code, there is my daily guidance. Every single day, I tell you if the moon is waxing positive, if the moon is waning negative. Every single day, I tell you what type of news to expect. And particularly, if one of these deadly windows is about to show up, it will be there too. You could give it a shot. You can sign up for a month and tell your kids, please check Dr. Turi forecast. If they have a cell phone, and every kid has a cell phone nowadays, they can go there and they can follow my guidance or even share this video because I'm concerned. I mean, my child now is big, grandkids, about teens now, so it's sad enough. They are under the jurisdiction of the cosmic code, and most of all, very, very vulnerable to the reptilians, who will do everything in their power to make what should be a memorable trip to Mexico a pure trip to hell, and that is the lucky one, because many, many kids won't come back. So I'm doing that service today. I intend to do that on a regular basis, so that I can put you up to date to what the stars are doing. Remember, this cosmic wisdom was stolen from you and from your children because the U.S. Department of Education either ridicule my work, certainly will not accept the reality of extraterrestrial, especially me, who actually channel Draco, which is a beneficial energy, a benevolent entity that helps me to channel this information. So then, of course, you have the religious fanatics who think they're going to go to hell if they talk to me. See, it's just insane. It is just absolutely, I just don't know. Oh my God, you would have to pay me to be that stupid, though. Jesus, I mean, God never came down and wrote no books. He made the stars. The reptilians created all those religions so that differences, separatism, conflict, chaos, war, ISIS could come and mess up your life. Just don't know, Yeah. It amazes me. It amazes me. I do understand Einstein when he says that there is no limit to stupidity. Yeah. Well, anyway, so just be cautious. Be cautious. Heed my warning. Be smart. At a glance, you can go into the cosmic code if you're a VIP. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can spend only $10 for a month. Okay. You can click on the newsletter when I said help Dr. Turi donation. You're not actually giving any donation. You're buying some time in the cosmic code. You're turning yourself into a VIP, and then you can read my daily guidance and forecast and read all those dates about these SOS to the world deadly windows. That's an omen. See my little dog? I teach my students omens. When the dog barks like this, it's kind of warning you. And I was talking about SOS to the world, which are the worst of the worst negative energy you can have. And then that's what we're going through. All right, we come at the end of this little meeting today, my friend. So be cautious, be wise, be warm. Share this video. Thank you very much. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.